Well, I've said to people too, as much as some have been resistant to paying over 2,000 an ounce, that maybe next week that looks like a bargain.
Did you know SD Bullion is giving away a monster box of 2023 Silver Eagles? Sign up today at sdbullion.com/sweepstakes. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Silver Dragon.
How's it going, Harry? What was your name?
Rick.
Rick. You're Richard's dad?
Yes, correct. King Richard.
King Richard, yeah. What does that make you if you're the dad of the king?
I say I'm an emperor.
Emperor? Awesome. Well, it's a great day and the metals are flying. We got to look at gold, Harry.
The last several days it's been on a tear, as has silver too.
That's true.
Crossed over 2,000 a couple days ago on gold, and yesterday crossed over $25 an ounce on silver.
So with gold being, call it $30-ish, maybe $40 away from an all-time high.
Right.
Is that bringing more people into the shop or more people thinking about it?
It's bringing a lot more people in to sell, which
Really?
is the smart thing to do. You want to sell on the upward swings and buy on the dips. Absolutely been buying more than selling, particularly on gold.
Wow, so it's mostly stackers cashing out.
Yeah, waiting for the moment that it crossed over somewhere close to an all-time high, or maybe the magic number of 2,000 brought them in.
Do you think it's going to keep going up, or?
I think so, because the Federal Reserve has dropped some hints that the interest rates are going to start going down first of the year. No surprise there, it's an election year, and interest rates going down is good for the party in power. The dollar is weaker against other currencies in the last several days, which usually means that the metals will go the other way, which is up.
Yeah, I do think they're going to go up. I think silver, we're at 25, but it really could go 30 plus in the next few months.
I think so. I think, people talk about crazy numbers like $100 silver or $300 silver, but I always base my predictions, if you will, on where it's ever been before. And silver's still 50% of its all-time high, so making it, I think, still a really good buy. Gold, not so much, because we're, as you said, $30 to $40 off the all-time high. And, after another $40, we're in unexplored territory. Gold has never exceeded that. But silver has a long way to go to equal its all-time high.
Yeah, and if you look at silver, not just its nominal all-time, which was probably either back in the 80s or 2011, they were both right around 50.
Right.
But if you look at inflation adjusted for the 80s, it was over $100 an ounce.
Sure. If you want to look at it that way, but it's usually just looking at the hard numbers as they appear rather than factoring in inflation. If you look at gold at an inflation adjusted price in 1979 of $800, I don't know what that would translate in inflation, but it'd be massively higher than $2,000.
Yeah. Well, let's talk to the emperor here. Richard's dad, what do you think about gold and silver price? Do you think it's going to keep going up next year? What's your opinion?
Well, I think silver is going to definitely skyrocket. I believe it's the poor man's gold, and the economy's getting better. The jobs are more people working, so they're going to start investing, especially the younger children, the younger generation. They love to invest their money in gold and silver.
Yeah, they're certainly leaning more that way. It was kind of crypto for a while, but I think some of them are kind of waking up to the fact that crypto is not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
And with the economy getting better, as you said, a lot more silver goes into industry, which is going to raise the demand. So it could help push silver price even higher for that reason too.
I believe so.
Yeah. And Adrian actually just walked in.
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Good morning.
So we're talking about gold and silver price. Gold is like $30, $40 away from an all-time high.
Exciting, right?
It's very exciting. Harry said a lot of people are coming in to sell. Is that what you've seen?
A lot of sellers. But we also get people asking, hey, do you have any gold? So it's It's a little heavy on the buying, but
yeah.
selling it's always that like that. When it goes up, people are looking for it too. So it's a good mix.
Well, I've said to people too, as much as some have been resistant to paying over 2,000 an ounce, that maybe next week that looks like a bargain.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's on a tear, and it also reacts positively in price anyway to trouble in the world, and there's certainly no shortage of that at the moment. And so I think some of that fear is driving the price as well.
There's also pressure on the dollar too. I was looking at the dollar yesterday. It was like at 102 and some change. So that a lot of that pressure has to do with the metal spiking too.
Yeah, I just posted something a couple days ago about the dollar. Just this last month, it's down considerably. I'll put the chart here on the screen. But the dollar is just getting crushed. I mean, is it the other currencies are now just doing better as compared, or what do you think that is?
Well, I mean, just think about it. A few months ago, even a year ago, I would say, just how much money we printed. I don't know if it's just finally hitting the markets or everybody's kind of realizing that, and that could have some downward pressure on the dollar. Yeah, I mean, who knows, honestly.
Yeah, I think it could be, too, that the rates going down, would greatly affect the dollar. It would just start to crumble at this point.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned people coming in and buying gold. I noticed you guys have a few ounces here in the case. What have you seen that's really popular? Is it mostly people going for the American stuff or just whatever you have?
The American stuff is still selling the best, followed closely, I would say, by Canadian maples. For whatever reason, lately, we've been buying a lot of Krugerrands, but not selling a lot of Krugerrands, which is odd because it's still a worldwide bestseller. You look at our pricing on silver right now, Eagles eclipsed $30 again.
Oh, yeah.
And you still can get rounds at 27 and other government ounces like maples or kangaroos or Krugerrand at 29. So comparatively speaking, I would say the U.S. is not a good buy price-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's popular, but you're saying it's not a good buy.
It's most familiar, it's legal tender here, and so there's a lot going for it, but it costs us more to buy, so therefore it's going to cost more to buy it from us.
It's actually really interesting. The silver rounds and bars, you got them for $27. That's like a $2 premium. I mean, we're kind of getting back to the low premium days.
The premiums, it's pretty typical in the bullion market. When prices go up, premiums go down. When prices go down, premiums go up. I'm sure the comments section will have their opinions as to why. It's not greed. It truly is what happened. We have to buy it too.
Yeah.
And so we're subject to those same fluctuations as the customers on this side of the counter. But nonetheless, there's a definite connection between prices going up and premiums going down and vice versa.
Well, I would say for me personally, if I was going to be buying some stuff today, I probably would go with the rounds or something low premium, maybe some bars. You guys always got really cool bars here. One thing that you did mention, Harry, was people selling.
Yes.
Do you think if they were to offload metals right now, it's better to offload some of the gold because it's so close to its all-time high? Or what's the best thing to sell right now?
Well, I think there's a lot of truth in what you just said, and it's bearing out in practice here in the shop because we're buying in dollars way more gold, way out of proportion to silver right now. And beyond just the ratios, I mean, we're just buying a lot of gold. We bought tens of thousands yesterday alone.
Wow.
And because it's near its all-time high, it's probably a good time to sell because, again, my prediction is that we're not gonna go much further than the all-time high currently. Whereas silver is, again, so far off its all-time high that it's probably better to hold and see what happens.
One thing does worry me, though, if people sell, what are they going to do? I mean, are they going to hold cash? Because we know that's not a really good idea right now. So are they going to sell it and buy silver or buy something else? I don't know. I mean, for me, it's almost like if I can hold it, maybe I just will,
I think a lot of the selling that we've seen is just people that were maybe even underwater on their gold for a while and just breathing a sigh of relief that they can get out even just at a little bit of a profit. They've been waiting a long time for this to happen.
Yeah, little profit taking here and there.
Yeah, or just breaking even sometimes is a win.
Yeah.
There was also a guy yesterday we helped. He had some gold he bought in 2005, and he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "This is great." He was like, "It's over 2,000," and he's like, "It's my time to exit."
Wow.
So it's a mix. It's a mix. But like Harry said, it's heavy on the gold.
Well, I haven't seen you guys since the holidays. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving and all that.
We did, and because it's just been Thanksgiving, I just want to say that all of us are very, very grateful to you for including us on your channel.
Yeah.
And because of that, our business has grown from all over the country. Your viewers are awesome, and many of them have become great new customers. And I'm not too proud to say that your business, our business rather, has grown substantially, measurably since we've been on your videos. So I thank you, and I thank your viewers from my heart, really. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. We got some of the best community in the world right here, and I appreciate all of them watching. And I love getting your opinion and talking to all of you guys. This is one of my favorite things that I do here on the channel, so I'm loving it too.
I appreciate that. Thanks,
Yeah.
Silver Dragon.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for everything. Okay.
Yep, good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see you, and nice to meet you too, Rick.
Thank you.